Gonna keep this show coming right at you. Really appreciate it. Once again, please give it up for your next comic coming to the mic, Matt Bedell.
Hi, how's everyone doing? I don't know how to use this. It's cool here, performing comedy, the same place where the Chilean miners were rescued. That's cool. What a better place to do comedy than R. Kelly's sex dungeon. It's great. So I turned 30 last weekend. 30's a weird age because if I die tomorrow, people would be like, how old was he? Like, oh, he was 30. That's a shame. And he was really young. But if I complain about my chest hurting when I eat pizza late at night, then they say, well, how old are you, 30? Oh yeah, no, you're basically dead. You can't do that anymore. Another thing has changed, getting older, is the hangovers are definitely different now. But I'm not gonna talk about hangovers while everyone's drinking. That's a buzzkill. My friend does that a lot, it's really annoying. Like talking about hangovers while people are drinking is like talking about STDs at an orgy. It's probably gonna happen, but you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I got a girlfriend now, which is cool. Thanks for your support. That's fine. I don't really care either. No, it's good though, because now I'm off dating apps, because we all know how terrible they are, right? They're the worst. But the one thing that always sticks out to me about dating apps are the bios that I used to see. Like some girl's bio one time just said, knows more about sports than you and is probably tougher. And I was like, great, right? This would be perfect if I was trying to fuck my dad, I guess. I don't really know who that's for. I still don't know. Like, she sounds like she'll be real mean and give me noogies. You know, like tell me she's gonna show up at my baseball game but miss it because she's working late. You know, classic dad stuff, really. My girlfriend's really cool though. She's super understanding. She knows I'm gonna say dumb shit sometimes. Like one of our first conversations, we were talking about our childhood, and she mentioned these colorful folders from the 90s that are like pink and purple, and they have like dolphins and dogs on them. And in full confidence, I said, oh yeah, didn't Anne Frank make those? If you're playing along at home, the answer we were looking for is Lisa Frank. It was Lisa Frank. Yeah, Anne Frank had bigger fish to fry at the time. She did not have time to create a school supplies empire. Yeah. I was taking a shower the other day at our house, and I was reminded how insanely different like the body washes are between men and women, especially the commercials. Like a women's body wash commercial, it's always like, hey ladies, you want to smell like a coconut infused goddess? And women are like, yeah, that sounds great, sign me up. And for men, the commercial's always like, sup bro chacho, you want to smell like a gun covered in barbecue sauce? Not really. I don't know. Why would I want to smell like Ted Nugent's dick? I'm guessing that's what it smells like. I don't know for sure. I was reading an article the other day that said millennials are having less sex than any other generation. And I wasn't that surprised by that. I wasn't shocked. You know, because it's pretty tough to come when you know that the bees are dying. Or maybe that helps some of you. I don't know. But I am a millennial, but there's one thing that I don't agree with a lot of other millennials, and that is eating ass. I'm not into it. I don't eat ass for the same reason that I don't order from certain restaurants. I've seen what comes out of there. I'm not interested. Like I've never wanted to do anything with. I've never wanted to put my mouth near it. I don't want to stick stuff in it. It's like a fucked up green eggs and ham situation. Like I will not eat ass on a train. I will not eat ass in the rain. I won't eat ass near those rocks. I'd rather just eat the box. You know what I'm saying? You guys get it. You get what I'm saying. Thanks. Thank you. I'm glad that was good. Meanwhile, just fucking music upstairs. Oh boy. What else did I want to talk about? Thanks. Do I look familiar at all to you guys? Don't all speak at once. That's fine. Well, I mean, because I was in a few movies when I was a kid. Like, nothing Hollywood, but my mom did porn when she was pregnant with me. Tight. I was a dumb kid growing up. I was pretty stupid. Like when I was a kid, I thought Viagra just made you better at tennis. Because of all the commercials where they would take Viagra and play tennis. And I remember one time I was hanging out with my dad and I was sitting on the floor and I was like, I had like a coloring book. My dad is watching tennis on ESPN and he said, wow, these guys are really good. And I remember I looked up for a second, looked back down, and I just said, yeah, can you imagine how much Viagra they must take? God, must be so much Viagra. I was watching a documentary about a 70-year-old monk who, over the course of his life, he developed this technique where he could flood his body with positive emotions. Like, he could give himself an anti-panic attack, pretty much, which I found pretty impressive, right? 70 years. It took him 70 years to discover masturbation. And it only took me 14, so maybe I'm a bit of a prodigy. I don't know. But yeah, when I was 14, I was definitely beaten off a lot. And I was, that was when I was heavy into the internet porn, and I was, discovering myself. And I found a genre called JOI. I don't know if you guys know what that means, but it means jerk-off instruction. And it's when a woman tells you, like, how to do it, essentially. And I got into that for a bit. And then one day I saw JOIE. And I was like, well, I like JOI. I'll probably like this too. I wonder what the E stands for. And then I watched it, and it ended. And then she goes, now eat it. And I remember shutting my laptop, walking outside and staring at the sun until my eyes hurt. Because I knew, we all know, right, that knowing those videos exist, there were people out there who watched that video and then they ate those stomach pancakes they just made. Love a collective groan. That's why I do this. That's why I do this. I had a lot of crushes as a kid. A lot of standard celebrity crushes, I would say. The usual, like Jennifer Lopez, Jessica Alba, Shakira, the green M&M. Just pretty much the Mount Rushmore of childhood crushes, I would say. But I don't like that they are trying to change the green M&M now. They say she's too hot, so they're trying to change her. And I think that's sending the wrong message. I think that's telling people that looks are all that matters. I think they should just make her personality worse. Just make her a bad person. Just like make her super into pyramid schemes, or make her like really into crystals, or make her racist. Just do whatever it takes, Because I feel like that would cause some fun conversations where it's like, did you hear they changed the green M&M? It's like, did they really? Because she's still pretty hot. It's like, yeah, she's hot, but now she's a Holocaust denier. So can't be attracted to those. I was in an Uber the other day, and I was sitting there riding along, and my driver said, oh shit, we just hit that guy. We? No, we didn't hit that guy. You definitely hit that guy. You hit that guy, I was sitting in the back, watching the rain trickle down the window, pretending I was in a music video. I'm not the only one that does that. Don't even give me, don't. You guys know. Do you guys have trouble sleeping at all?
Sure.
Thank you again for participating. I have trouble sleeping sometimes where like a thought just kind of hits me, like as I'm trying to fall asleep. Like I'm like just about to pass out and then all of a sudden my brain's just like, hey, how did no one die during Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? Think about it. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's weird. It's fun being here though. My last 2 shows, one was a Zoom show, which is basically like you're vlogging a mental breakdown. And then the other one was at a senior citizen rehab home. Yeah, and there's something called walking the audience that a comedian can do when they're like so bad that people just get up and leave. And I've never done that. But after that show, I have rolled people out. Yeah. I'm gonna do one more for you guys. You ever think about Air Bud?
Yeah.
Sick. Okay. I think there needs to be a new one that takes place 20 years after the first one, and it focuses solely on the kids that lost to Air Bud. Like a docu-series, Where Are They Now kind of thing, where it's like a small camera crew's at like a shitty bar, and they have the camera on some poor sap. He's like, yeah, I used to love the game of basketball. I had dreams of playing in the NBA one day, until one time, when I was 10, my team got absolutely dicked by a golden retriever. That'll make you rethink your dreams. Like, I think you're already letting them play basketball. Why don't they let Air Bud talk? Wouldn't that be fun? Air Bud talking? He's just like on defense, playing against some kid. Kid's about to hit the final shot of the game. Air Bud just leans in and goes, hey Timmy, how about after you brick that shot, I'd take your mother home and give it to her me style. Because he's a dog. All right, guys, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Matt Bedell.